Good morning, Magandang Umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Today is today's Wednesday. I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday, but again, I always have to check. And yes, it is Wednesday, and it is build day. Oh, I'm not even going to go there. I don't know what build day it is. I imagine I'm going to make a guess. I'm going to say build day 314. We're going to stick with 314 unless proven otherwise. And hey, Hapon, what build day is today? I think it's build day 314 also. Oh, okay, well, Hapon. I know, that's probably a really bad impersonation of a dog's voice. It's more of a Mickey Mouse, like one of the subscribers said. But what kind of a voice can we give you, Hapon? We can't give you a deep voice like this. Okay, it's getting a little crazy this morning. But anyway, we're going to say it's build day 314 on the build schedule here at Villa Feliz. And you're probably wondering, we always see Hapon, where's Mary Ann? Well, remember, this is Mary Ann's area right here. This is her domain over here. And for some reason, she likes the dirt. She loves laying in the dirt all the time. But I think what we're going to do, I think we're going to take bluegrass. I think we're going to put bluegrass on this strip as well, or some volcanic rock. And today, we're going on a road trip. Today's road trip is going to go to look at some plant nurseries, and we're going to see if we can find some of those red palms to go there, maybe some other plants as well to start working on this area. We're also going to stop by probably a Wilcon today. Everybody keeps telling me, you really need a wheelbarrow, you need a wheelbarrow. Well, I need a wheelbarrow. These guys don't like using wheelbarrows, or maybe they do, and maybe the builders, maybe the contractor doesn't like to spend money for a wheelbarrow. But we're going to pick up a wheelbarrow if they have it in stock today as well, because I'm going to need to move earth around so that we can kind of backfill inside this area to put a little bit of a hill or a slant when we're doing our landscaping. And that'll be a little tip that we'll talk about when we're doing our gardening here in the days to come. So let's go ahead and get today started. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. One of the things that is going to be accomplished today is the crown molding. We're going to start the crown molding, and you have to decide how you're going to do crown molding, where you want to do termination points, where you want to start it, where you want to terminate it, and there's many different ways. Now, you remember when we set up our kitchen we used this type of crown inside of here, and this is what came from the company that did the kitchen install. They used their own crown. I wasn't able to get, I asked them for enough of that crown left over so that we could also do this area right here. Well, they had enough to do about half of this amount here, but they took it with them, and then I asked them how long it would take to get more, and it was another one of those, like 60 days to get it in. So I didn't think that was going to be enough time to be able to match this crown with this one over here. We wanted to go around this corner, go all the way around, and go over to this point right here. Well, since we couldn't get that, we have to come up with our own solution. So what we're going to do is we're going to use standard. We're going to use our standard. It's a very simple crown. It's not elaborate crown. Maybe down the road, and we want to do an upgrade here at Villa Feliz, we'll use some of the real elaborate, kind of like this design here, but about 2 to 3 times the size of this type of crown here. But for right now, we're going to use the same crown that we used inside our hallway here. So if you look here, you see this, it's a very simple standard crown that we're using inside of here. So this is what we're using in the dining room, and we're going to use it inside the entranceway right here. That's why this strip has not been painted up here. It's unfinished. We'll be using that in there as well. So what we're going to do, I asked our carpenter, you see where this terminates at this point right here. But what we're going to do is exactly on the opposite side. We're going to start it and just leave this plane, this portion right here plain, and then we'll take it and we'll go around And what we're going to do where the archway is, we're going to continue on to where the archway is. What we'll do is we'll stop at this point right here on a 45-degree angle. 45-degree angle here. Come around to this termination point right here, and that will give we'll do an enclosure. That will do a crown enclosure for the entire dining room. So before we start on our road trip today, looking for the wheelbarrow and for some of the plants and all, my carpenter just said they're out of something. It's basically a wood glue. It's a wood adhesive, and the name brand is called Stickwell. And they said you can find it at normal hardware stores. So we'll go to the hardware store right outside the gate here. We'll see if we can grab that real quick, drop that back off here, and then head on our road trip, one step at a time. So here we are in Laguna, in Calamba, Laguna specifically, and this is where you will find an abundance of plant nurseries around and around and around here. I'm going to show I am way deep in the back part of this nursery right now, but I'm going to take you to the front and to the back. I've already picked, I wish I would have had you with me. Look at all these paths that you can go down, and it's like plants as far as the eye can see. And I will show you what I already picked out. And today the objective was to find red palms. This place had some red palms, and the price was right. I will tell you, the price was right. And because I've talked with other people who have bought red palms before, and red palms can be quite expensive. Although I didn't get a real big one. It's only maybe 1.5 meters tall or something like that. And I expect it will take a while to grow, but I plan on being around for a while, so hopefully I can watch them as they do grow. But this place, let me show you on the way coming in here some of the plants that they have inside of here. And they also do, if you need anything, remember last time we were here and we were looking at the stonework? Pottery is really big here as well. And do you know where to find Santa in the middle of the spring or the summer? Well, he's right here. He's right here in Calamba. Well, we're going to another, I'm going to take you to another little business that's right next door to this business right here. And it's not for plants. It's going to be for, Maisawa is looking for, Ness is looking for a bench to put by the Zen garden. I found one. I sent a picture back to her. She liked it. So if I have enough pesos left over after I get what I'm buying here, then I think we're going to pick up that bench for Ness. Well, I'm already loaded up, and this is what I got today. Both fruit trees as well as the red palms. Oh, and I stopped by Wilcon, and I picked up a wheelbarrow. Everybody said, you need a wheelbarrow. I have a wheelbarrow. So I'm here at Spider-Man's house. Not really. I'm here at a place that does stonework and cement, casting and stuff like that. And this bench right here, this bench, I showed Ness, and she looked at that and she said, yes, that will work really good in her Zen garden. So we're going to go ahead and pick this up today. Also, let me show you some of the other works that they have here that would actually work in the Zen garden or in the garden that we're going to do by the koi pond. They have all these neat, like the statuettes. Also, if you are so bold and you want an ox, or whatever they call this creature in the Philippines, you can put one of these in your front yard as well. Or if you are like Crocodile Dundee, what do you think of that guy? But wait, there's more. How would you like to have Lady Liberty in your front yard also? I think they make everything here. If you are interested and you are in the Calamba, Laguna area and you're interested in some of the items we saw today, here is the business card. It's right on the way to Wilcon. If you're driving towards Wilcon inside Calamba, you will pass right by this place. Well, here it is, the end of the day. I just got home. I still have all the plants in the back of the truck. I have Nessa's bench is still in the back of the truck, but we'll have to do preparation before we can put that bench down. We'll have to put some gravel down. We'll have to tamper the gravel. Then we'll sit the legs of the concrete bench on there, and then we'll put the bench top on between the two legs. And the reason you put the gravel down is so that you have your legs don't sink into the mud as things get soft. Once you do the tampering inside there, and you just put, not very much, maybe a couple of inches of gravel inside there, and that will give you drainage, and that will prevent it from falling and sinking and falling over. Again, we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow, since we have to get it out of the back of the trunk anyway. But I want you to see something. This looks like there's no room. It looks like they took the window out. Did they take the window out? No, they didn't take the window out. This window is so clean. It is so clean right now. It is crazy. It looks.
Hapon will jump on that.
We have to worry about. Hapon used to go through this window right here. Before there was a window, and he would jump through the door in and out. That's how he got inside. And I'm afraid it is so clean right now from them doing the post cleaning after they did all the sealing and the staining and the sanding and the craziness that goes for doing all the finish on here. I'm afraid Hapon might just jump through and bang his noggin on the window. And it's not going to hurt the window because that's tempered glass, but it will hurt his noggin. Thanks Hapon for that picture. Sorry about that. So other than the door, all the glass being cleaned and doing their final cleanup on that, in the foyer here, in the area, in the reception area where we take off our shoes and walk into the house, this small area here, they got the crown installed, the cornice inside here. It looks like a mess. That's from all the fingerprints and all the hammering and everything, and they'll do all the cleanup of that. Remember, it was so beautiful and everything was 100%, looked like it's nice and clean, but the yellow will have to be painted again. They will do all where the holes are, where they have the nails inside there, they will fill those, and they will sand that again, and they will do the painting. And I can see already on the roof, we have, even on the ceiling, I don't know how they got marks on this. How did they get marks all on the ceiling? I have no idea how they did that. But they worked on there. Also, Ness said they were working on the arm rails and the posts today. Yeah, remember, I believe it was yesterday, they did the sanding sealer on here. And then what happens after you do the sanding sealer, you have the sand again after that one. But the sanding sealer penetrates below the surface, the top surface on here. And then whatever other finishing that they do later on. So we're moving a little bit ahead. So for 8 hours today, and what was the crew? Did we have 5, 6, 7 people? How many people did we have today? You don't. About six. About six people on our crew today. 8 hours. This section right here, finishing right here. Also in the dining room. The Cornish crown that goes around here. And remember this morning, I believe I told you what was my expectations, what I asked, my direction before I left, how I wanted it done. And they did this portion like I wanted. You see, they will terminate. It's a hole there right now. but they will fill in this section, and they will fill in this section here as well. And it does a wrap around. It goes around to the side, and it ends over here where I was hoping. And I think it's the hole there. But what will happen? Let me show you what this is going to look like where the hole is. I'll show you what it will look like when they finish it. They'll cap it off, and it will look like what is in this bedroom number 2 back here. And you see here, it will finish just like that, or like that. So it will be closed, it will be plugged off. Now, there was a problem. You remember this morning I said one of the things that I wanted them to do, and we spoke with the carpenter, and I even had my wife make sure that he understood. She relayed the information in Tagalog. Remember I told you on this side over here, the crown for the kitchen stops there, and it was supposed to mirror exactly on the other side right there, not to go any further. We were going to leave this all open. Well, she said what they ended up doing, you see that big hole in our wall now? They were continuing, and I don't know where they were going because it would never match up with this crown on this side. So I have no idea where they were going. But so now we have to we not only have to close it off, we have to do a repair of the wall right there.
I have to stop them.
And it has to be, and Ness had to stop them. She saw that they were going beyond. So somehow the instructions that we left that we thought was clear was not clear. And we can't say that it's lost in translation because it was explained in Tagalog also. As well, our painter says they're out. Remember, when they painted all this, you can't see so much. Well, maybe you can see with the GoPro. This is a different shade of orange from here. Because all this that they did when they were doing all the touch-up, they were at the very bottom of the container of paint, and it wasn't mixed properly, and it's a different shade. So we have 2 different shades of orange. The light's not on here, but this is different from this side over here. And they don't have any more paint, so our builder, for the finishing, he needs to make sure that we have enough paint. So Mr. Builder, if you're watching, please, we need more of the orange paint because they have to fix this area that they messed up. And from here, you can see it is so obvious. The colors are different here all the way around. Please, Mr. Builder, please send some more paint. We need 2 colors of the paint, I think, that we're out of. And it's both the paint, this orange here, and I believe, what was the other color that we're out of? Is it on the outside? The outside paint? The outside. The outside paint for the outside of the house. There's so much touch-up that still has to be done on the outside of the house, where they missed spots, where they poured concrete over, where they damaged, which is this color here. And you see where even here in this area, where they damaged all the concrete here when they were using a pry bar to try to bend. Instead of doing the adjustment with the washers underneath the bottom, our carpenter just thought he could bend the metal post that was inside there, and he damaged all of the wall. So, Mr. Builder, 2 colors we need: the outside color and also the orange for the dining room, please. Oh, our family. This is Grace and her dad Otto. They're here. They're going to give us hopefully the good news about the cost estimate that's going to cost us to do fencing, security bars, and the ironwork for the stairs. So we're going to talk with them here in just a minute. What did you just say, Hapon? Did you just say it's shout out time? I think that's what he said. Didn't you see his mouth move? He just said it's shout out time. Shout out. Is that what he said? Yeah. And Marianne, you're barking at bricks. Those are concrete hollow blocks down there. There's nothing there. All right. So anyway, we're gonna do a few shout outs today, and we're gonna do for today, February 21, and we're gonna do for tomorrow, February 22nd, because it might be February 22nd by the time you guys see this video. Anyway, let's get started. Bernd Anderson's wife, Madonna, she is turning 50 today on February 21. And tomorrow, Julia Prosper's dad, Noel. Julia is living now inside Toronto, Canada, and she said that her dad, Noel's birthday is tomorrow on the 22nd of February. And what she wanted to relay to everybody to know that her dad, Noel, always calls his wife, Miriam, and the family down to watch the videos when we do My PI Dream. And so he makes it a big family affair. And I think, yay. And I think, yay. And I think Ness has a couple of shout outs as well.
Cut. And for February 22nd, tomorrow, this is a request from Kuguran Gianella Olivia B. for her brother Mark Joseph Garcia's 28th birthday. And here's another one from Marvel Borges of Seattle, Washington for his wife Velma. And it's her birthday tomorrow too.
Which might be today, on the 22nd of February. So anyway, that's our 4 birthday recipients. So what we want to do, we want to wish each and every one of them a wonderful and happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
One good thing, we had some rain today, and you can see everything is nice and wet and green where there's no dirt in between the sod pieces. But I feel really good. I tell you what, I feel energized grabbing those things today. I needed that run to Calamba. I needed that to be one with nature and grab some of the plants that I'm going to be working with a little bit tomorrow. And with the soil being wet like this, it should help me out with doing some of the digging and getting some of the plants set. Tomorrow is going to be Thursday, I believe it is. And it's going to be build day. Oh my goodness, I don't even know what build day today is. Do you know what build day today is? I didn't even know it this morning when I started. We're going to make a guess?
314.
Oh, okay. Ness said 314. I think it's 315 or 316 tomorrow. So we will, whatever day it is, we will have it right at the very beginning of the day. Anything else? Also, remember I told you earlier today we were supposed to be getting our garage doors in. Well, there were no garage doors waiting for me when I got back. And I was notified by my builder that the garage doors were supposed to be in. So I don't know where the hang up is on that. I sent him a message. I'm like, where's the garage doors? So I don't know where they are. Hopefully tomorrow they will get delivered, or I don't know what the misinformation is or what's going on with that. Let's see what else. There was one more thing. Oh, also something my builder told me, that tomorrow, February 22nd, we are supposed to be receiving a delivery of tiles. He didn't tell me what tiles. We have outstanding tiles. We have tiles for the patio, lanais, stairways, basically the stairways for each one of those to finish that up. We have the tiles that we need for CR number 1. We have the tiles we need for CR number 2. And that's it. I think those are all the tiles that we need. So I don't know what tile deliveries we're supposed to get, but that is what we are supposed to be receiving tomorrow. So it could be an exciting day for deliveries in the event that everything comes in that we're looking for. So I'm going to close for today, and tomorrow is another... Hey, what spooked you? Hop on. Oh, no. You spooked our dog. So anyway, we're going to close for today. If you enjoyed today's video, please give us a thumbs up. Please share, and if you have not subscribed, just click on that little My PR Dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen. You will be subscribed and you'll be notified the next time we upload a new video. So until tomorrow, you have a wonderful and blessed day.